Right, it's Rowdy Roddy Piper versus Goldust in a Hollywood Backlot Brawl.
Right, so this is just weird. So the preamble is Rowdy Roddy Piper. I thought it was going to get worse, and it didn't really. The most he really says is, I'm going to make a man out of you. That's about as bad as it gets.
There's a bit later on where he's sort of going, that fruitcake.
Fruitcake, yeah.
Fruitcake's all right, you know. Yeah. Could be worse.
It covers so many bits. Yeah, it could be way worse.
It could be a lot worse.
Way worse.
A lot worse.
Yeah. I was expecting a lot worse. Because the whole thing is like this weird O.J. Simpson fantasy weirdness.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
Like 2 years later than it should be.
Well, Bruce Pritchard was at the time working backstage. He said that they desperately tried to get this match to be Rowdy Roddy Piper versus O.J. Simpson.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
He actually said the match would see Piper beat the shit out of OJ as comeuppance after his acquittal in the double murder trial. That great thing of going, well, that's American justice, but there's also WWF justice.
There's Hollywood Backlot Brawl justice.
You might be cleared, but you still have to face Rowdy Roddy Piper in the squared circle court.
Fake Scotsman.
It's just bizarre.
In a Hollywood car lot.
Now, the funny thing about this is I don't think that this is necessarily correct, because why they would have put Rowdy Roddy Piper, stick it with Ahmed Johnson. I mean, but why they would have, Rowdy Roddy Piper had been away for a long time, Rowdy Roddy Piper came back, and I think they wanted, originally the match was going to be Goldust, who is the Intercontinental Champion, against Razor Ramon.
Yes.
Now, Razor Ramon in January, along with Kevin Nash, who is Diesel, have handed in their resignations because WCW have made them an astonishing money offer, and they want to leave. So Razor Ramon was going to be doing this match with Goldust. They'd been feuding for, a couple of months over this belt.
Yeah.
But Vince McMahon, because he'd resigned, they sort of went, do you know what, fuck him. We're not letting him have a WrestleMania payoff when he's going to go to the opposition. So they basically said, you failed a drug test fairly recently. You got a 6-week ban that covered WrestleMania. So
go home.
Yeah, so the original match was going to be Goldust versus Razor Ramon, probably in a gimmick match like this. But
there is a Japanese wrestler called Razor Ramon Hardgay, isn't
Razor Ramon Hardgay.
So this would have been Razor Ramon versus Hardgay.
There's a really good thing about Goldust. So Goldust as a character is phenomenally brilliant.
Knowing his pedigree,
Yep.
and knowing where he came from.
Oh, knock, knock, who's at the door? Oh, it's a second-generation Rhodes. Are you Dusty Rhodes' son? Yes, I am. What gimmick have you got for me? Something to fucking ruin your life, mate.
Exactly.
Something to make you look like a prick.
So they've done it again.
Yeah.
But
what have you forgot about the Rhodeses?
They're really good at selling your shitty little gimmicks. And they will always win. They will always win. Because they're fantastic.
They take all your money, they take your shitty gimmick, and everyone goes, they're brilliant.
Spin fucking gold out of it every time.
Bullshit. Bullshit, man.
Why do I have these people in my life? I can never get them to... I can't ruin their lives, even though I put my best ruining gloves on.
Amazingly, like Goldust here. The character itself is so strange.
You know what? He's so big.
Yeah.
He's such a big, underrated big guy. He's so tall.
Again, there was, I think, a real sense when he came out as Goldust the first time, everyone in wrestling just went, fucking hell, he's ruined his career. What a shame. He could have been something. And look at this. Look at him taking the money. The character of Goldust itself is weird. They've done this funny thing about he's into movies, and what he is he's an Oscar. He's an Oscar with hair who is also like multi-pansexual.
Yeah.
So he has his real life wife, Marlena.
Yes.
And accompanies him, has a cigar. And when they first show him in the vignettes, she will be sort of saying action and stuff, and he'll be talking about the glamour of the movies. So what he is, when the wig comes off, is he's a sort of...
He's an Oscar.
Wrestling Oscar. And I was thinking, hang on, just when I think about this, I couldn't work out what's gay about a fucking Oscar.
Yeah.
But
does it just represent kind of like Hollywood?
I think that's it. I think it's Vince McMahon. I think he's looked at it and gone, Hollywood, bloody,
Hollywood
pansies,
values, kind of.
with their sick sexual interests and appetites. The other thing I thought is...
Go in the locker room, see what they're up to, see what your lads are up to. Good God.
Yeah. Oh, is this the time we talk about Shawn Michaels' lipstick fetish that Sonny talked about?
Oh, really?
About he'd like to rub the lipstick all over her face.
Over her face?
Yeah. Oh, so Goldust is a pervert, is he? Because he's living his life. Get your own house in fucking order, mate. The other weird thing is they stick a wig on him, and then that throws my Oscar thing, because I just go, I don't know what they're doing now.
No.
He's got a long blonde wig.
Well, that's what I bought the signature series of Goldust in when I was in Japan, and they've all got noticeably wider thighs, these characters, so they can fit the signature on, it seems. But he comes with a free wig, and I was like, oh,
great.
That's great added value.
Oh, I love that attention to detail. Some of the wrestlers didn't want to work with him. So when Vince McMahon first told...
Like Doink the Clown, like they were kind of just saw it as a bit of a joke.
Yeah, entirely. I mean, worse than that, I don't think they... I mean, the easiest way to explain it is to tell you what happened. So Vince McMahon pitches the idea to Dustin Rhodes, and he goes, "Yep, great," and he goes, "He's androgynous. You know, you're going to be the singer. It's androgynous, and you'll be doing this sort of thing, but it's all androgynous." And Dustin Rhodes just goes, "I think it sounds great."
Yeah,
hangs up the phone. He turns to his wife and he says, "I don't know what the word androgynous means, but he said it a lot." So they look it up.
Oh, it's his fault. Fair dues.
They look it up, and he goes, "Oh, fuck." Well,
Dad, it's happened again, but we will prevail.
So he does it, and he says, "Well, do you know what? I'm going to have to try and make it work. He's a Rhodes, it will work." You know, he didn't know this at the time, but it's a Rhodes, it will work. That's what happens. Ahmed Johnson wins the Intercontinental title later in the year from Goldust.
Right.
And in the King of the Ring match they have, Goldust, Ahmed Johnson said, "I told him I didn't want him to kiss me, and if he was going to kiss me, he had to put his hand over my mouth and kiss his own hand. That would be the only way to do it." And it's like...
his face is still near your face.
Come on.
The sort of shit that...
You're going to do that. That's not gay, but this is...
Again, the sort of stuff that lads get up to when they're in the fucking locker room. Like, that would be, you know...
Absolutely. Well, I mean, back in that locker room, it would just be taking pills and lying face down in sick. But basically what happens in the match is that Goldust goes, "Well, that would be stupid and doesn't work at all."
Yeah.
And so he just sort of goes to kiss him, and Ahmed Johnson just goes, "Okay, now we're in a proper fight." And so in the midst of what is a sport entertainment contest, Ahmed Johnson just goes and going to beat shit out of you, and does. And because a heterosexual man whose wife is at ringside is playing a character, and Ahmed Johnson is so uncertain of his own sexuality
Jesus Christ.
that he has to go, "The only thing I can do is say to everyone, this is bullshit," and start beating someone up. You know, terrible. Well done, Goldie. How far did he go for this gimmick? There comes a point in the latter bit of his first run, so about 97, 98. And again, you know, he's drinking a bit, he's taking pills, it's all gone a bit, everyone's loopy. He feels like he's on the way out. Yeah. And so he decides to pitch to Vince McMahon that he has artificial breasts put in, double Ds. What a fucking job this thing is, isn't it? What a job. Anyway, he's going around saying, "Look,
that's great. I've seen some on eBay for $8,000. One careful lady owner. Yeah, I love it.
One really uncareful male owner." Oh, God. Are these chew marks? Oh, man. But Vince McMahon...
I smell money.
Incredibly, Vince McMahon was the voice of reason, and he said to him, "You're not going to do that." No. No.
The things he's done.
When Vince McMahon
was there a twinge of guilt there? Still a little bit. Just like going, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Oh, mate. The match itself, the first bit is just pre-recorded. It's supposed to look like a Hollywood thing.
Yes.
They just roll about. It's all over the top. It all looks a bit hokey. There is one great bit where Roddy Piper sprays Goldust's catsuit, and the water makes all the material just sag, and it gives a realistic working vagina to Goldust that sits at the bottom. And there's a bit where he's splayed on the car, and you just go, "This is..." Remember when Dusty turned up, like in SummerSlam '89, with his sexy policeman's hat, watching his son sprawl on a car with a vagina made out of gold fabric? I just think this is the sexiest family I've ever seen in my life.
And the car is such a matte finish. Like, it's supposed to be made of gold.
And they spray it gold, and they don't give it a funny number plate. The number plate is something like IM54442. It's like, guys, work this. And then, look, I think we should wrap it up in the best way we can, which is, what could be better after that? The gold man's working vagina, created by accident. The matte gold car drives off, and Roddy Piper gets into the same vehicle, the white Ford Bronco van that O.J. Simpson went on the run in.
There's a lot to think about, isn't there?
Oh.
He drives off the lot, and now Roddy Piper is chasing him through the streets of LA.
Like, the message, having an unconventional sexuality is as bad as murdering two innocent people. If you're Roddy Piper, the answer is yes. Or I. Oh, no, he's not Scottish. It'll be yes. It ends with Vince going, "All I can say is I'm happy that's over with." Don't be too happy, mate. They're coming back in a fucking minute.
We left in a rather inauspicious fashion.
We left in a white Ford Bronco van and a big gold car.
Chasing a gold man across LA. I mean, they would have had to have hired a helicopter for the footage. What must people have thought?
Except they didn't, did they? Because they used some footage from somewhere else.
They did not.
They actually used the actual footage of the O.J. Simpson race through the streets of LA.
Remind them that a woman and a man died. Their throats slit.
Save your taste and decency for a sport that isn't the greatest one on earth, professional wrestling.
That's incredible.
They literally they use that footage. They have this whole thing. This is also it's not like in the last 3 months this has happened and the trial is not yet happening and you go, oh, that would be funny and contemporary. This is like 2 years after he's been cleared. And so they have this weird thing where they go, oh, that'll be hilarious. That'll be hilarious. And the funny thing about it, in that situation, wouldn't you put the bad guy in the car, not Roddy Piper?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, because Roddy Piper's doing the chasing. He'd be in a police car, Goldust would be in a gold Ford Bronco. It doesn't make any sense.
What a shame that OJ didn't have an accomplice who escaped in a big gold limo. That would have ironed out some of the creases.
That might have answered some of the questions in the trial, to be honest.
I can imagine this is going to be played in the courtroom, and OJ will be going, you see, these guys are talking about another car. This will be a way of getting it through.
The second car, yeah. The late great Rob Kardashian going, damn it! I knew it.
And that lovely little judge, what was his name? Judge
I can't
Ito?
remember. Judge Ito.
What's his name?
It was Ito. Judge Ito. Yeah,
Judge
it was Ito. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Good.
I thought you were just calling him like a Mexican crisp. A little Judge Ito. A little Judge Ito there.
It did sound like that.
He was a tiny little chap,
Judge Ito.
Judge Ito.
Judge Ito.
Oh, dear.
Kimonito.
Kimonito. No, I'm always thinking of Kimonito. Right?
Who isn't?
Kimonito is never far away from my thoughts.
I would love it if you unzipped Kimonito's suit and underneath was just like meat and bones and innards.
It wasn't a person.
It's a real creature. It's a thing. If you don't know what Kimonito is, Kimonito, a tiny mascot for, I think it's CMLL in Mexico. If you've never seen him before, just type in the words Kimonito GIF and you'll see
the most horrific move in the wrestling ring, and I include the death of the Blue Blazer in this one.
I will have you know he survives, and so we can all laugh at it. Kimonito GIF.
It's disgusting, and I don't like it.
And they do this sort of second half of this Goldust and Roddy Piper piece.
Yeah.
Now, the original bit that we've seen was actually filmed 3 weeks before. So they come out and they've had to be stage dressed in the same mess they've got in.
Sweat like a damp, especially Goldust's.
Yeah.
Fucking panini stickered. Fucking nonsense.
Well, Goldust, he gets busted open by Piper in the filmed bit, and he's got some blood in his head. When he comes back in, he's just got these 2 red sort of paint marks on him. I mean, it really looks poor. And they do this thing, and no one's into it because no one's really had it explained what these men are doing. They're just having a fight that isn't a match.
I guess the screens wouldn't have shown that, would they?
I think they do see it.
Right.
But then when the 2 of them sort of come in, they're just going, so what happens now?
Well, imagine if you haven't been to the wrestling before, and this is your first show. There's a weird long man is fighting a man who's sort of a bit Scottish, kind of. And they're fighting in the Hollywood parking lot, and he's beating up his car for some reason, and he's chasing him.
You've seen the O.J. Simpson stuff and gone, what message are they sending?
And Piper really muffs up his park job because he just smashes into the side of his... He doesn't do it enough for it to be deliberate.
No.
Because he's just like, have you just fucked that? Are you going to have to get out the wrong side of the car now?
There's lots of stories about, Piper would say, I got hit by the Cobb accident when Goldust was driving it. I didn't know it was going to happen.
Oh, right. Okay.
And there's another one where he says, I agreed to do it because Vince McMahon was babysitting my son and there's a favour I did to him. And there's other ones where Goldust was sort of I lost control and it just went straight. And it's all this, guys, come on. Come on. Don't try and make this like, someone nearly died. No one, the only person who nearly died was me because I was bored.
That man who had a spray paint your fucking car. That horrible, heavy gold paint.
They get into the ring and Goldust sort of takes over quite quickly. But Goldust has these bits where in the match he gets distracted.
Yes.
Because he's pansexual.
Yeah.
And so he'll be beating up Piper and then he'll grab Piper's bum And the audience, they don't like it. They do not like it.
Even in Hollywood.
What?
Even on the West Coast.
I think by like 96, you don't want to boo people for doing something which could be perceived as being gay.
Yeah.
And you're just going, oh, what do I do?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's misjudged, isn't it? It's
so we just sit here and go, ugh.
I'm uncomfortable about this.
There's another bit where Goldust straddles Piper, and the crowd briefly go, ugh. Like that. It's a weird noise. Like that. And he then rubs Piper's nipples, and then he goes to choke him. And when he goes to choke him, they go, oh, okay, something right. And they go, oh, boo! Like that. Nowadays, that's part of lovemaking, isn't it? These young people.
I've seen some videos. These guys weren't brought up in pornography.
What's wrong with just kissing someone on the cheek? Right?
Or the lips.
Yeah. Goldust ahead of his time.
Your hand, yeah.
Goldust, I invented choking. Repulsive. Just the end bit is, and there's no pinfall either because this isn't really a match. And so they go, how does it end? And Goldust suggested this himself. Piper would tear off his costume, and underneath he's wearing a negligee, sort of women's underwear, a basque and sort of suspenders. And he'd gone into the big girls department of Fredericks of Hollywood and bought this underwear set for himself to do. And they pull it off, and I just love the fact that he then runs away trying to cover himself up.
Like he's not been...
Mate, you've spent the last 25 minutes trying to bum Roddy Piper in front of everyone. Oh, and now you're all coy because we've seen you've got a suspender belt on. Mate, you're supposed to be a sexual monster.
I know. Why are you scared now?
Yeah. Oh.
You've just tried to molest a man in front of 20,000 people.
Oh, me. Oh, don't let them see me scanties. Oh, Goldust, hey, mate, you talk a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah?
When the chips are down, mate.
Yeah.
You're not down to clowns. See? Austin 316. That's how easy it comes to me.
New T-shirt.
You're
not down to clown. Picture of Goldust bumming Roddy Piper. Magic.
Nipples.
Magic.
No, just flicking his nipples.
Choking him from behind. Oh, man, we're going to sell some of those.
Shug, 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 shug.